Hi everyone, it's Justine and welcome to a video tutorial today. I'm going to show you how to make this card using Easy Cut adhesive. This is from iCraft, and I'm going to be cutting down these square pieces here into small strips. You can see that they are slightly bigger on the side than they are on the sticky part, so that makes it for easy peeling. And I'm going to cut these down into 1/4 inch strips to get started. So usually when I heat emboss, I tend to stamp something, add the embossing powder, and then melt it. This is using some adhesive strips, so something a little bit different to try today. Today I am participating in a blog hop as well. It's a collaboration between Catherine Pooler Designs as well as Wow Embossing Powder. So be sure to check out the blog hop in the video description below so you can leave a comment for a chance to win some really amazing prizes. I'm going to start off by working with a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 Neenah Solar White 80-pound cardstock. I'm going to add each one of these strips. As I said, the one side is longer than the other, so they're very easy to peel off. And I'm going to arrange them in a diagonal, starting from the left on the lower side, going up higher to the right. And I'm going to arrange these with approximately a 1/2 inch in between. However, you can space them out however you like. Don't worry about them being too perfect. In the end, you're not going to notice if they're slightly off. So I'm adding here 5 strips of this adhesive, and I'm going to be able to peel off the back of it to reveal a sticky side. So these are really cool if you want to die cut with them, this adhesive, because you just put it on the back of your cardstock and then peel it off after. It's really good for intricate dies, but I'm using them a little bit differently today. And again, I'm just pouring some embossing powder on top of each area. This is vintage Peacock, and you'll notice that I'm only peeling off the adhesive back on them individually one at a time because I want to have different colors of embossing powder in between. I also used a dry brush there to help me get off any excess embossing powder that I didn't want on there. So when I peel the strip, I just tuck them either behind, or I'm going to be trimming them with scissors once I get to the bottom and they're a little bit longer. And I'm using vintage Peacock. This one here is an Earthtone Blueberry, and my last color that I'm using is called Oceanic, and that is more of a turquoise color. And then I'm just going to start repeating. So I'm going to use that vintage Peacock here again, and then go down with the Blueberry once again so that they go in order. So now that I have all of my embossing powder onto my cardstock, I'm now going to take my heat tool and melt everything. So hopefully your fingers didn't get in the way of anything there. You could melt one strip at a time, but what does happen is your paper is going to warp more than it already would when adding heat to it. So you can see that it warps a little bit, but by the time I put it onto the card base, it's going to flatten out just fine. So you'll be able to see when you are melting the embossing powder when it is finished. It turns a slightly different shade, and then of course you can't wipe it off anymore if you run your finger across it. And I love the fact that these embossing powders are all different. So there's a matte one, and then there's also glittery style. So I'm now folding over my card base. It measures 5 1/2 by 8 1/4. I scored it in the middle at 4 1/4 inches to make a side folding card. And I'm now going to use my Tombow Mono liquid adhesive to add a little bit more adhesive to the back of this card than there already is, and I'm going to place it down onto the card base. So I'm making sure to hold my hands down here on there so I can really get it in place, especially because the paper warped slightly. I'm now going to take my Juniper Mist Catherine Pooler ink, and I'm going to stamp this on the diagonal of my card. So I'm just going to stick it into my Misty stamping tool. At this point, I've done a lot of work, so I don't want to risk stamping with a block, just in case I accidentally don't get enough ink on it or whatever the case is. I don't want to take any chances. So I am using the Superstar Sentiment. This is from Catherine Pooler's new release from the Starlights stamp set. And I'm going to ink that up using Catherine Pooler ink, Juniper Mist. This is a really dark, beautiful navy color, and it's going to really just saturate that stamp. So when I stamp, you'll see this is a brand new stamp, how beautiful it stamps. I'm just going to stamp it one more time just to make it slightly darker, and then we are going to be all finished, aside from adding a couple of stars stamped there on either side that I accidentally forgot to film. So you'll be able to see that right now that I added some stars on there from the stamp set. I hope you enjoyed this card tutorial today. Be sure to check out the blog hop once again on my blog because they're giving away some fantastic prizes, as well as a full set of ink pads and 6 embossing powders of your choice, some really fun prizes. I also have a suggested video here, and as well as the subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to come back and watch more videos. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and have a wonderful start to your week. Bye!